How's everybody? I got a big box of stuff that I won. It just came in today, and I want to show it off. And I thought, hey, I'll do a live feed. Haven't done one for a while. I see we got a couple people who's here. Say hi. Hey, Steve, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Got a nice big box of stuff. I don't know if you've seen on Facebook, they have things, they're like raffles, they call them waffles. And I do them from time to time. I try not to get ones that are real expensive or nothing like that. This box, I bought 4 spots for $5 a spot. So this box really only cost me $20. And the shipping on it right here says $11.59. So just without paying for the shipping either, it's just crazy. I mean, $20 for this whole box. This box. So as soon as we got a couple people here, I'll open it up and get it ready. Now, some of the stuff is not all brand new. Most of it is brand new. Some of it, there's the like hook packages that there's a couple hooks missing or whatever. No big deal. I mean, you're still not going to get all this. Look at this. You're not going to get all this stuff for $20. Nowhere. So, one thing we got here is a really huge crankbait, because of the light is really bright. Now you can see it. See if I can move the light around here a little bit. That any better? I have a really bright LCD light. There we go. Is that better? Really nice jerk bait. That's from Emerald Sport, looks like it says. Emerald Strike, I'm sorry. It's got a nice rattle to it. Look at the eyes on it. Pretty cool looking. I've really gotten into using the jerk baits too. It looks like I got 2 of those. Another one. Pretty nice. This is a big pack of hooks. It looks like a mixed lot though of hooks. It's got some swim bait weighted hooks in there. Looks like some worm hooks. Looks pretty nice though. What is this here? This was Blaze. Soft plastic. Looks like a swim, like a Jighead. This wasn't even open. I'm opening this now. Steve, you wouldn't like this one. It stinks. But look at that thing. Looks like a little fish, pre-hooked with a nice long curly tail. That's going to attract some attention there. A nice booyah spinner bait with a Colorado and a willow leaf. Man, Steve, that thing stink big time. These are 2-aught Kale hooks. These are 4-aught worm hooks from VMC, which are really good hooks too. Matsuo Death Roll. It's like their little pre-rig on a leader. Hooks with little beads on them. Good for catfish, guys. This is pretty cool. A double pack of lipless crankbaits and fire tagger. Those are trails. There's only a couple hooks in this one. Looks like little worm hooks. Maybe like 3 or 4 in there. Couple more hooks. This is what I like, man. Hey Steve, if you haven't checked it out, I went fishing on Friday morning, and I had a black and blue jig with a Gambler Otter Jr. and Okeechobee Crawls. My favorite color, and it's my favorite little trailer for jigs. And I caught, I didn't have my scale with me, but the thing was definitely 3 pounds at least. Really nice fish. But I got 2 jigs here. This one, I don't know if it has a color on it. They're Booyah jigs. Now, I always do this without my glasses, and I always remember I got to go back and get them. This one is green watermelon red, which is pretty sharp. Check it out. It's 2 of them. I know. It's 1, but it's got rattles on it, little white rattles. You see the rattles right there. Pretty cool. And this one, black and black red. This rattles work better on this one. That's pretty cool looking. I've never really thrown a black and red before. Always black and blue usually does the trick for me. I got some Strike King tubes. Looks like there's 4 left in there. It was probably a bag of 8 originally. Looks like green pumpkin. Looks like quite a few bags of Zoom stuff right here too. This is June bug. June bug speed worms. Very nice. Of course, Zoom always has a scent. Can't go wrong with these. Super Flukes and White Pearl. One of my favorite colors. And a little Renegade 4-inch twirl tail, 20-pack electric blue. And Power Bait watermelon lizards. Those are always good. These are watermelon shaky worms. It's got a few little swim baits in there too. It's pretty cool. Like a little goby or something. Pretty good looking bait. Can't get over how much stuff is in here. And we got the good old Storm. This color, I've never used them this big, but this color is good. I've used them in a smaller size. Little swim bait, paddle tail swim baits. Oh, these look nice. Storm Wild Eye Live Anchovy. They're huge, but they're nice. Look at that. They don't smell too bad, Steve. How you doing, Danny? I got a lot of stuff here, Dan. There's a little A-rig. Pretty cool little swim baits. Or you can, you got 2 jig heads with it, and you got the little A-rig type thing. I've never seen nothing like that. That's from Berkeley. I like them baits in there. I got some Titan swim baits. They're pretty nice. And we got some more flukes here. These look like bass color, the baby bass ones. That one's even got a hook in it already. Got that bass color. It's got like the green and the black and green flakes in it. This time of year, you can't go wrong with any kind of fluke. Danny, you follow Steve on Fishing Florida Radio? Really good stuff, man. They got some Zoom tubes here, pumpkin seed. They got smaller than Zoom. These are, they say sour grape, but they actually look like they're June bug. Pretty nice. I don't really use too many tubes. I really wanted to get into using tubes. I know they're really big for smallmouth, but I don't really have any smallmouth around here. These are pretty neat, the little crawls, striking type crawls. Yeah, you got to check him out, man. He's really good. A really good show. He does a lot of good unboxings and stuff. This bag's a little jacked up. This looks like it's... Oh, these are the turtlebacks. I love these turtleback ones. It's red, black, the flake. They're turtleback worms. And if you haven't used these things, and these look a little bit different than the ones I've had. I usually get the it's like a watermelon and yellow. And man, I'll tell you, I don't know what it is. They look weird, and they're kind of like hard, soft plastic. But the fish love them, man. I haven't had any of them for a while. These are little storm swim bait shads. A lot of good swim baits in this box, I'll tell you that. Got a couple little Zoom tubes here in watermelon. Kind of like see-through too. I've never seen see-through tubes. Only a couple bags left. What's this one? Lindy Munchies. 2.5 bitty crawl. They're pretty neat. Kind of like that one. Never even really used any Lindy baits, but I've heard a lot about them. What we got here? Oh, these are nice. Crawl bugs from Yum. This is watermelon and red flake. I don't know about anywhere else, but this is pretty much a really good color for my area. And this is probably going to be a good bait for right now too. See, putting that on just a regular jig head, maybe like a football jig head in a deeper water. I think that's going to get bit right there. Oh, nope, okay. And we got some more of those other color ones. What color was that anyway? I just call crawl bug crawdad color. I like crawls too, but I've never used any this big, Danny. I've used just the smaller ones, like more like a panfish style one. But these look pretty cool. I mean, I've used like not regular soft plastic ones like this. I've used kind of like, I don't know, like almost like a crankbait type. They are already hooked up, you know. I already have hooks and stuff in them and stuff. And you can never go wrong with this. And this is a good little trailer. These are like little beavers, little pinchers on them. Very neat, green pumpkin. That's pretty good box. I think, not bad for $20, Now, I just, like maybe 10, 15 minutes ago, won another thing that's going to be a box of stuff. I don't think it's going to be this big, but it's definitely going to be a nice box of baits and stuff. And I'm going to tell you, I really haven't had to buy too many baits this year since I've been doing these giveaways and different things on the internet. And I'll tell you, it's a lot of fun getting this stuff all the time and saving all that money. I don't think you could beat it, Have you had a chance to try those smart baits out, Danny? Yeah, I got them little trout, man. I bought the little box, the little kit with the different ones in it. It's really strange. I think the white ones are really soft compared to the other colors, but I really like that white one, that little white crawl in there. I think it'll be long before I'm throwing these bad boys, I'll tell you that. I couldn't believe that spot that I caught that bass in on Friday with that jig. There's a tree. It's you can see it in the distance, but it was a bent tree like this, and it had about that much space between the water and the bottom of the tree. And I'm thinking to myself, man, that would be a great place to get in there. I'm not good at flipping and pitching and all that stuff. I actually cast it, and it went right in that hole, and it wasn't down there in a couple seconds when I caught that fish. It was amazing. I mean, I could never hit that spot again if I tried. Even if I was standing close to it, I know I wouldn't catch it. And I'll tell you, I don't know if it was the reel that I was using or not, but it was. I was using the black and blue Lew's American Hero with braid on it. That's my only bait caster I have braid on. And this is the only fish I've ever caught on this reel, but I won that reel off of Instagram. But it wasn't real smooth coming in. I don't know if it's because of the weight of the fish or what, but I never really had a problem before pulling a 3-4 pound fish in. And this thing was just like, it was like I couldn't get it to smoothly come in. Okay, well, I'm looking forward, Danny, to seeing how it works out with those, man. I haven't caught anything. I've had some good bites on them. I guess I was using maybe some dull hooks or something. I tend to use some stuff that may be laying around in my bag before I use new stuff. But it looks really cool in the water, being a beaver, if you break up with the little legs and everything, it looks really cool the way it falls. And it's really cool. Like I had it hanging on my rod in the summertime and the air conditioner would be on, and the thing turned totally blue. And then it turns red, it turns like a amber yellowish color. It's really neat how they change color. But I've yet to catch anything on any smart bait. But I like the idea of them. They're pretty neat. I'm sure it'll definitely catch fish. Because you got to hit the right spot at the right time. I think that was a pretty good box, though. I'm pretty happy with that. I got a couple of Instagram giveaways I'm in right now too. I tagged you, Danny. I don't know if you'd like to get in them or not, but I've been tagging you on them. If you don't want to be tagged, that's cool. Just let me know, because I I haven't been active on Instagram as much as I've been on Facebook lately, but I usually tag like a whole lot of people on a whole lot of different giveaways. And if you like it, I'll keep tagging. If you don't want me to do it, it's cool. Yeah, man, I'd love to get it. I'd love to get on a yak. I did 2 years ago and really enjoyed it, but I only had 3 hours out there. There was a storm coming, but I averaged a fish an hour for I was out there. I had my first ever pickle and two nice 2.5 pound bass. They were beautiful on a Kitech swim bait. That's the only thing I used. I threw a jig when I first got out there, but I didn't last too long. I said, nah, you know what? I'm going to throw this swim bait. And I love Kitechs. I'll tag away, brother. You got it, man. It's amazing when you win all this stuff. You don't have to, you save a lot of money. I wish that there was more trout magnet stuff though in giveaways because that's my favorite stuff. Those in the little 1-inch Gulp Minnows. I love the 1/64 ounce Jigheads. And I like the even the little soft plastic baits, the crappie magnets and the trout magnet baits. But I love the Jigheads and I love the Gulp Minnows. But I think I'm going to be hitting a creek area soon. I'm going to try to get some worms, real worms. I don't usually fish with them, but I figured, hey, you know what? With the weather getting a little crazy, like when I went fishing Friday, I didn't have any live bait, and I'll tell you, it was hard finding fish. It really was. But my whole idea of switching from the frog over to my ultralight was to at least find some panfish. And when I found the panfish, that's what gave me the idea to hit that tree to catch that bass. So my theory worked out. And even on the bait that I thought I would catch it on too. Because I was saying when I was fishing with the frog and I switched over to the ultra, I'm like, I'm probably going to put a jig on and try to hit over there. That's why I'm going to get the bass. And boom, there it was. So oh man. Yeah, I hate. I'm lucky I haven't lost too much off of cards. What I tend to find a problem is because my laptop isn't. It's not real old or not like that, but it's not really updated enough to handle the GoPro video. There's a lot of times I lose translation in it, and I can't pick it up. Of course, right? And it's the one. It's the one that gets corrupt. That's a shame, man. I'll start carrying two cameras though. One's going to be my GoPro, which I'm going to wear on me. I have an old phone that I used. I just got a new phone like 2 months ago. I'm going to use the old phone like maybe as a wide angle, shoot from behind me or on the side of me. So if anything ever happens, I'll at least have some kind of backup. The battery on the phone is not that great, but it'll at least last long enough. And I even have my old little what do you call it? Action cam that I originally was recording with. I was thinking about putting that on the little tripod and getting another angle too. I just haven't done it. Just been doing the usual thing, to GoPro on the chest and pictures, and sometimes I'll, like this last video, I did my intro on my phone. And what's pretty neat about it is if you look at the video, I can blur out what's behind me. And you can only just see that, see me instead of what's behind me. But it was so bright behind me, so I figured I'd just turn. When I was in the car, it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. It was like really dark, so the lights in the car made it look really bright, so it kind of helped it. Yeah, it's really neat, Danny. I mean, this phone, I have the Samsung Note 10 Plus 5G, and the camera on it is amazing. And you can do so many different things with it that you can't do with a lot of other phones. Now, the phone I had before that was a Note 5. It was 6 years old. And I was like, when this Note 10 comes out, I'm going to get it. So I waited for the Note 10, and it's the same, but it's a lot better. And I really like the Note 5. It's just that the battery, like, I'll charge it. It'll say 100%. I unplug it and sitting there maybe for 5 minutes. Now it's down to 75%. So the battery's just, it's pretty shot, but it'll still last long enough that I can get some stuff. I used to take all my pictures of my fish with it, so it's still workable, and I don't have to have anything running in the background on it, so the battery's not going to die as fast as what I was using. But the battery on this Note 10, it'll be down at 40%. You can charge it in less than an hour to 100. It's amazing. It's pretty cool. Well, you got to go back there, Danny, and then use the same baits and tear it up again. Man. Get those fish back so you can get them on recording. Yeah, if you get a chance, watch some videos on the Note 10 Plus. The regular Note 10 is not as advanced as even the Note 10 Plus. It's a bigger screen on that, but it's got a better camera, and it has other features that the Note 10 doesn't have. I mean, they both have some things that are the same, but the Plus has more things. That's really cool. And you can, like, say you had a little teddy bear, right? You can walk around him and make him 3D and put him in your video, and while you're moving, it moves the same way you do. You know what? That's the same with me. I'll go to a place for the first time. I'll catch 4 or 5 fish. I'll go back there a day, a week, a month, a year later, and I'll never catch anything out of there again. It's the strangest thing. I don't know how that could happen. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It looks blurry around me. I'm sitting in my car, so the car lights were on inside, and it was like real bright. So I figured out, I'll just fuzz it out a little bit. And it's just me sitting in the car, and it's pretty cool the way it worked out. You guys see that fish too, but you can't really see in the video. But man, it had a big shore right on the side of it. It was crazy. Yeah, I know. That is nuts, man. I don't know how to explain it. There's one place I went to, one of my first videos I ever did, where I'm releasing 3 bass. I caught those 3 bass. I caught all kinds of bluegill and white perch and stuff like that. I caught a catfish. It was a great day. I've gone back there 7, 8 times since and haven't caught nothing. But I see a lot of carp. And one day I went to try to catch carp. Just couldn't find a carp. Just couldn't find them. But every time I go bass fishing there, I see carp. It's the stupidest stuff. I just don't understand it. The thing is, I got to fake them out. I got to walk down with bass stuff, but have carp stuff in the car. That's what it is. And then when they're not looking, go run back to the car and get the carp stuff. Right. I'm having a good time talking with you here, Danny and Steve, and I appreciate you coming out. But I actually got to go and get a napping because I got to work tonight. But I figured I haven't done a live stream for a while, and I thought this was a pretty good reason to do it. A nice big box of stuff, and I'm looking. It's supposed to rain a little bit on Wednesday. It's supposed to rain a lot on Thursday, but I'm hoping I can get a chance to go fishing on Wednesday and see if I can get something going with some of the baits I got. I got so much stuff. I'm never going to be able to try everything that I want to try, but I've tried a lot of new stuff this year because of it, and I really enjoy that. That makes it more fun. it stinks that you get such confident in one bait, and you only use that one bait, and you only catch fish on that one bait. But when you have so much different stuff, try to find another confidence. You never know. Hey, thanks, buddy. Enjoy that supper, man. I just got done eating mine before I came on, man. I had some pork chops, and I love pork chops. I grilled them up a little bit. They were good with some barbecue sauce. So you have a good night, man. Thanks for coming out. And if you get a chance, go watch that video. All right, and I wanted to say thank you for that shout out, brother. I really appreciate it. Enjoy them baits. You have a good night. Good night, Steve.